bank regulators closed Silicon Valley Bank. It's a failure. It's the second largest in US history and the largest since the financial crisis of 2008, which some of us can remember that crisis. Now, as they rush to contain the fallout, officials at the Federal Reserve, Treasury, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation announced in a joint statement on Sunday that depositors in Silicon Valley Bank would have access to all of their money starting on Monday. That is today. And that is coming from Dr. Robert Reich, writing for Common Dreams. Many of you may know that Dr. Robert Reich is the former labor secretary serving with President Bill Clinton. Then on Sunday, regulators closed New York Signature Bank. So we got two rolling here at the same time. Now, Dr. Reich's question is on the spot. The doctor asked this question in his article. They stressed that bank losses would not be borne by taxpayers, but who would bear them? What the hell happened? And what lessons should be learned? Those are the right questions to ask. Asking those questions just like any professor would, because we know Dr. Robert Reich is a professor as well. But yeah, what the hell happened and what lessons should be learned? They should have learned them a long time ago. Now, why are the feds, I got some questions of my own, why are the feds agreeing to bail out these banks without fully understanding and sharing with the public what went wrong? Like, why they dipping in there, bailing them out? I mean, they made the decision on Sunday, they bailed out on Monday. But when people in the hoods where they misunderstood, whether it's the rural hoods, suburban hoods, or urban hoods, have some mishaps financially, ain't nobody there to bail them out. We call that welfare. Yeah, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. talked about this. He said we got rugged individualism, for individuals, and we got all kinds of corporate socialism. I'm paraphrasing the great doctor, but that's what he said pretty much. Now, we kind of sort of know exactly what happened and what caused this. Take a look at this headline. SVB chief pressed lawmakers to weaken bank risk regs. See, that's what happened, sisters and brothers and family and friends. And the collapsed bank president told Congress enhanced prudential standards should be lifted given the low risk profile of our activities. Ain't that some nerve? Now, y'all know a grandma moment is coming. My maternal grandmother, if she was here right now, she would say that man had more nerves than a brass-a monkey. That's what she would say about this. Now, they softened it. Oh, well, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's put this up. 8 years before the second largest bank failure in America, in American history, occurred this week, the bank's president personally pressed Congress to reduce scrutiny of his financial institution, citing the quote, low risk profile of our activities and business model, according to federal records. Now, he just straight up lied because it wasn't low risk. And look what happened. Do y'all know what happened? I know everybody kind of sort of knows how this story ends. Guess what happened? Here it is. 3 years later, after the bank spent more than $500,000 on federal lobbying, lawmakers obliged. Let me just dress that up for you. 3 years later, after this bank president said, what y'all all up on us for? Why you sweating us like this? We don't need to be regulated. We are low risk. How dare you do this to us? Then $500,000 spent on lobbyists. And guess what? Guess what the members of Congress did? They obliged. They gave this bank CEO what they wanted, which was less regulation. And guess where we are today? All blew up in their face.